Thank you for being with us on this wonderful Wednesday. We are live in the Love Healing Room. Yay! And we are also live and in person.
On the book.
On the Facebook.
On the book is a new thing.
On the book?
I just thought that off the top of my head.
Yeah, on the book.
All right, so
keep that one.
I know, I like that. Okay, so it's Wonderful Wednesday, and we're here in the Love Healing Room. As always, our intention is to be open to give and receive love, divine love and support for one another. Tonight, our topic, as we continue our Love Thyself call series, we're talking about knowing your role in your relationship.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah,
What does that look like for, for our men and our women, boys and girls? What do you view as
Your role that
your role in your relationship? Specifically, let's talk about love relationships. And we're going to spend the first half an hour talking about love relationships, as well as anything that's on your mind and on your heart. But that's going to be our focus for the first half of the call. Second half is open forum.
Let us hear from
Let's
you.
talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about whatever's on your heart.
Baby, let's talk about love.
Oh, okay, let's talk
about love, baby. Let's talk about
All
love.
right, Island done. But before we get into our conversation, always we want to kind of decompress, let go of any lingering negativity, any lingering stress. Let it all go. And we're going to use our beautiful, strong breath to do that. Do this at your own pace, your own physical ability. But I want you to inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. Again, inhale deeply. And exhale.
I needed that.
I know. One more time. And let it out. Wow, that feels good. It feels much, much better.
Yes.
It's such a beautiful gift that we can use anytime, anywhere, especially when you feel your anxiety building up, you feel tension building up. Let it go.
Let it go.
Yes. And now we have our goddess Terry, who's going to bring us our oracle card reading.
Thank you, JoJo. This week it is going to be The Universe Has Your Back by Gabrielle Bernstein. When I am in alignment with the love of the universe, peace cannot be
Disrupted.
And I have glasses on. When I am in alignment with the love of the universe, peace cannot be disrupted. And every time I end up pulling a card, that was the experience that I end up having this week. And I had to keep telling myself, I will not give up. I will not get up. I will keep my peace. I will keep my peace. And sometimes during the middle of the morning, like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, you can just feel this anxiety come over me. And I had to keep telling, I'm not giving up my peace. I'm not giving up my peace. I'm not. And it worked. And then I was able to, I said, okay, now I'm myself again. But I want our listeners to understand we all go through something that can shake us and knock us off. But if your peace is important to you, you will always come. I have to hold on to my peace. I have to have that. So I am thankful for the universe, and it's something about love. The frequency of love, the vibration of it, love is so powerful, and it is so high that it makes all the difference, in the world.
Absolutely.
So thank you.
Well, thank you, Terry. Always it's wonderful to have those reminders from our divine guidance. Oh, we use our breath. We have our cards. We have our energy. We have your energy. So again, welcome to the Love Healing Room. Let's see. Do we have someone on the line who wants to share or comment around the angel card reading? Or if you have a story you'd like to share around our topic. Remember, tonight we're talking about knowing your role in your relationship. Yes, what does that look like?
What's that relationship? Share with us. Facebook and on the conference call.
All right, silent butterflies. Is that better? Is that better?
Can you hear me now?
Thank you.
Yay, Hercules!
Yay. All right, so let's see. We have Lady, and we have Monique. Hey, Elle. Oh, and we have Richard and Eva. Or is that Ava? Ava and Danielle. Who's EC Hair Design?
Yes, my niece.
Oh,
Yes.
Hey, I have my brother-in-law and I have another sister. Thank you.
Welcome,
For your
family.
support, family.
Yes. And we want to hear from our beautiful silent butterflies on the line. What's your situation? What's going on in your love relationship? Are you able to identify what your role is? I think it's key to first you have to know it yourself, and then you have to share that with your partner. And remember, because last week we talked
about open relationship, and this kind of keyed in with that, and I laughed at our topic this week because we talked about being free-minded and honest with yourself.
Last week was deal breakers.
Deal breakers. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, week before that, what is being free-minded in and honest with yourself and what it is expected or you expect in a relationship, and what are you giving to that relationship if you expect something from it.
Right.
And this week we're talking about know your role. So what's your role? If you have a deal breaker and you want to open a relationship, what role are you expecting, or are you doing, or are you holding down in that relationship? And we talking about conventional relationships. We talked about non-conventional relationships. Traditional relationships. So we want to know about traditional relationships and how you stand in that relationship and your role in that relationship.
Well, LaDonna says her role is being the matriarch, but she's getting tired. And I'm glad you mentioned that because women, sometimes we take on too much in the home, and we don't know how to delegate to our family members.
Yeah.
We don't know how to delegate to our children and teach them how to be helpers and teach them how to be self-sufficient and to be givers. We're so busy catering and being the boss mom, feeling like we're the super mom, we have to do it all ourselves.
And that is not true. That is not. And the men are probably waiting on us to say, okay, honey, just what can I do for you?
Yes.
And you'll say, no, I got it. And no, we need, and that's a lot that I found out as years in my marriage, and I created a monster. I really did. And then I had to pull back, with some things. But he allowed me to do that particular thing. Right. I got it like that.
Absolutely. And I'm experiencing that right now because I have a lot on my plate. And it was established in my household that I handled the house inside, and my husband handled the things outside of the house, like cutting the grass, shoveling the snow. Well, now that I'm doing a lot of things outside of the home, I don't have time to cook and clean and do laundry like I used to. I don't have as much time to do those things. So I had to ask him for some help. I can't do it all. I can't still do the laundry. Can't still cook dinner. And I didn't cook dinner every day, but a few times a week, and still handle the things that I'm doing outside.
So you revisit that agreement.
We had to revisit it.
Yes.
We had to revisit, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I had to speak up. I was getting overwhelmed, and I was feeling guilty. And I established that guilt doesn't serve me. Guilt is make believe, and I don't conform to guilt, so I had to let that go.
You know, most women feel that when they are not performing their duties in the home, or clean and cook and all of that, that they are less than. But when you revisit that conversation at the beginning of the relationship, because stuff have changed, and as you said, you are doing more out of the home now. So things has changed. So you revisit that conversation, and now that you say, honey, I need help.
Right.
Help is not a bad word.
Right.
Bad.
Right.
Call it a word.
Right.
And by asking for help, things are run smoothly.
Well, everything kind of stopped. I didn't establish a plan ahead of time, and I set these expectations. You know, I set the expectation. He didn't set the expectation. I set the expectation, which I set it for my daughter too. It was like when she was a teenager. I think when she was 15, 16, all of a sudden she has to fend for herself. Mommy is not cooking dinner. Mommy is not doing the laundry. Mommy, yeah. So
we have
a lesson learned.
We have to look down over here. Who laughed at her statement? I have to laugh too. She said, I am learning to give them some work. LOL.
That's right. Sometimes we have to learn it every day. Relearn it.
For decades.
It's okay. It's okay.
It is.
I think I give up. I give up part of my mantle because it wasn't that important to keep it. It wasn't that important to keep it. Being the best auntie, the best mommy, and the best cleaner, and the best,
I was real good at what I do, but it was time to do some delegating.
I see that we have it like this weekend. We had that family function, and I see myself. I could tell all my sisters could cook, boss cook, and I don't have to be in the kitchen because I know I could cook. So cook. So you could cook. I know I could cook. So if you want to be in the kitchen, I'll run errands. I don't have to show off on that dish or show off how clean I can clean, because I had a mother called Esther Jones who put us to iron and said, when you get a husband, and put us to wash and say, when you get a husband, this is how it's going to do, and clean at weeks at a time, and when you get a husband, this is how it's going to be.
Okay, so she was establishing your role. So that's what we're talking about. Remember, we're talking about establishing your role or knowing your role. Everybody's role in their home is different. It's different. So we're going to go quiet for just a moment, make sure our silent butterflies have an opportunity to share, because this call is for you. And of course, Facebook, we'd love to hear your comments. We appreciate your presence. Hey, Keith. Hi, Tess. Hi.
Hi, guys.
Hi. Okay, callers. Floor is yours. Okay, they're quiet again. So I did a little bit of research, because sometimes you like to get other people's opinions and see what's being shared out there in the world. So I did a little YouTube search and watched some videos, people out there giving input on roles for a husband, roles for wives, and let's see if you all agree with this. So Pastor Isaac Brown said the role of a husband, this is one of the key things that I picked up from what he said. I'm not going to go through everything, but he said this, that you sacrifice, the sacrifice you make for your partner is key. That's what love is sacrificing for your partner. You agree with that?
Yes, agree. Yes, I do agree with that. I agree with it to an extent. Because I think I also listened to that video and he said the sacrifice for your partner is not diminishing yourself. But because if you take away from yourself, that is not love.
Right. You're not supposed to lose yourself.
Yeah, because you when you hold on, when I hold on to Joanne and you hold on to Joda, you are being the best person for your partner.
But also, I got that he was saying it's not about what your partner does for you. It's about what you do.
And that's the sacrifice. That's the sacrifice. Being able to give and not only take. Then we get, as LaDonna said, she's exhausted.
Right.
When we give, I had a couple of conversations with some friends, and one of them said that her father will come home and say, "How is my wife today?" Not how is the kids. Did you cook? How is my wife today? Is my wife okay today? So he was concerned about her. He spent his day knowing that when he comes home, he was concerned about her.
And he sent it that attention and he expressed it to her.
He expressed it to
her.
And
that makes a difference too.
Yeah. He expressed it to her. I was driving in the car and they said that Serena Williams' husband took her to Paris for dinner because she was feeling for some Italian food.
Oh, man, that must be really nice.
So, an expression and giving back to love to someone who you love, not because they're giving it to you, not because they're giving love to you, but because you love them to give love to them. You love them to give love to them.
Right.
And making that person feel special.
Right. Yes. Acknowledging your partner. But we're talking about knowing your role. So the role of a man, one of the key things, like I said, is for him to show love to his wife.
I'll be back. It died on me.
All right, so we're gonna check in with our callers. Have something you want to share, and our beautiful Bella Darla back here being quiet.
I'm just waiting. I gotta go. Yeah.
And I hope our callers are not feeling that. We want to make sure that we know, that we let you know, we remind you that this call is for you. Yes, we may get a little
carried away and running on. I'm switching glasses here. I totally agree that sacrifice is a major factor in a successful relationship. But that being said, it must be a mutual benefit for both and not just one-sided.
All right. Thank you, Beth. Yes.
Okay. Why did it do that? Oh.
Yeah.
Yay!
Okay, so cancel.
I'm back. Thank you, Beth, for your comment that you agree that the sacrifice is a major factor in a successful relationship. That being said, it must be a mutual benefit for both and not just one sided.
Absolutely.
That's beautiful. So it's benefiting you, sacrifice is benefiting both of you. Well,
absolutely.
It depends on what you sacrifice.
Well, but there's always an expression of sacrifice when you care about someone else. You're considerate of their feelings. You're considerate of their needs. So, callers, we're really going to go quiet this time so you can share. All right. Darla.
Hey, everybody. I believe that in relationships, that most of the times when it comes to the role of the man, the role of the woman, especially in the household, out the household, a lot of it has been set in tradition, starting from centuries ago, and just have come down. This is what you're supposed to do. This has been the model. And I believe that every couple should sit down and make their own agreements.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know some men that are stay-at-home dads.
Right.
They cook. No, plenty of men who outcook their wives. Their wife, or some men whose wife just doesn't even know how to cook.
Mm-hmm.
But he is comfortable with taking that role in the household, and you know, staying home and you know, just switching that whole dynamic. And he stay at home and he does the laundry and all that, and then the wife goes out and she works. You know, she may have a career she's passionate about or what have you, but I just believe in that. I believe in setting your own rules, setting your own boundaries, and you know, your plans for your relationship.
Absolutely. I agree. We don't have to do what society deems as
the rule for everybody.
what's going to work in your household. The goal is to be happy.
Your traditional household, aren't you?
Well, I don't know. I somewhat, because I don't want to cook anymore.
Oh, thank you.
You're a great cook.
I don't want to cook anymore.
I am an excellent cook, but I do not want to cook anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing it for the last 30, 40 years with it. And I'm an excellent cook, and I have trained my children know how to cook very well. But I have a brother-in-law. Oh my God. That man knows how to cook. He is an excellent cook, and he knows that his wife doesn't. And he's willing to take on that role and do that.
But that's an agreement. And
Yeah.
so that's important. And knowing your role is to establish, as you're getting to know your partner before you enter into a committed relationship, I think it's important first that you know what you view as your role, and then you share that with your partner, and the two of you come to an agreement.
What's the name of the minister that you was listening to on our?
Isaac Brown.
He's the one who spoke about he was so eminent in the role of a man, how the man is there to not make the wife fall in love with him before they get married, then marry, but to make the wife fall in love with him and stay in love with him after marriage, because that is what he's supposed to do.
I think that that's supposed to be a mutual.
It's a mutual thing.
Yes.
But he was talking about the man's role.
Yes, that video was.
Yeah, and I was cracking up because he was funny, not because what he's saying was wrong, but we have so far removed from that. We're looking at the material things before we get into relationship. How much money making if he have benefits. And this man could be short with one big toe and could be the best man on the face of the earth.
I don't know about
the
that.
best man on the face of the earth. But we wouldn't look at him because he's short and have one big toe.
Okay. So let's find out what the people have to say about that, because we all have preferences.
Yeah.
So the preference may catch your eye before the personality qualities. But we're talking about knowing your role. So if you know your role, then you're looking for a man who's going to be a good provider. You're looking for a woman who's going to cook. If you think that that's what your partner is supposed to bring to your relationship. So it's not just what you expect. I mean, what you're bringing to the relationship, but what you expect or would like to have in a partner, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to see what our callers have to say. We'd love to hear your point of view, especially about what Joanne just shared.
Share.
Yes.
Hi, Jay.
Hi, Georgia. All right, everybody's quiet. Really, you all don't know or want to share what your,
No one want to get married or stay married.
I'm going to stay married.
Because it could be a
Happily
relationship where
married.
they're not married.
Yeah.
They don't have to.
You know your role in a relationship with your children and your role in the relationship at work.
Yeah.
My
Yes,
relationship
yes.
with Darla, know your role in the relationship with your friend. If you have an extended family like I do in my house, I know my role. Everybody should know their own. I can't speak for them. Everybody should know their role when you have an extended family.
Well, it's a personal, maybe it's more personal reflection too right
Yeah.
now, because I
Mhm.
know it's my intention wherever I go is to bring positivity.
Right.
So that's my role. My role is to bring love and positivity wherever I go. Now, at times, I might be, in a not so good mood, but my role is to bring love and positivity.
So knowing your role, defining yourself, knowing who you are, and standing your ground.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So what do you all think? Do you know your role as a sister? My role as a sister is to share information and to support my sisters. And again, to bring love and positivity.
I have a relationship with a couple of friends. It's a small group of us. And in most of my, small circles, I have a couple. I have this circle here, and I have a couple other, but a lot of times, my role is the peacekeeper.
Oh, that too. Yeah, that's my role.
My role is the encourager.
Mm-hmm.
My role is the just to be neutral and kind of keep the peace.
Right.
And I know that that's my role because I just sit and look. Can we all just get along?
Right. Can we just kiss and make up?
Yeah, group hug.
Group hug,
So that's has been my role. There's been other, and we all can, I'm sure, serve several roles. We wear a lot of hats.
Different hats.
Right.
Because we serve different roles in the various relationships that we have.
Right.
Well, speaking about that delegating, I know for a long, too much of a long time, that I wear the hat of a leader. And I have dropped the ball. I have freed myself.
Okay.
Because it is, especially, I'm speaking for myself. When I was growing up, I'm a single mother. My mother was a single mother. She would say, I'm so tired. I am so tired. She was in her 30s, late 30s,
Wow.
and she was tired because she had the role of everybody. She had 4 girls. She was mother, she was father, she was provider, she was paying the bills, she was going out to work, she was making sure that when the school uniforms was done, she was doing everything. So by 30-something, my mother was saying she was tired.
Wow.
And as me having that leader hat, I was tired. And I understand what she meant when she said she was tired. And when you are in a position of doing the thing that you are not, I won't say, that's why they say man is the head of the home. That you are not, you could do it, but after a while, you get tired about it. When that is not your role, you do get tired.
I think it's taken on. You said
taking on that
That's
role.
like I explained to my daughter. She works in a job where it's physically taxing. She has 2 small boys, and we need to have a plan, have resources. She has a wonderful, wonderful tribe and village for the boys, but still, ultimately, you need to be able to have some things come off of you.
Right.
Like, why stress yourself out with that and make yourself tired doing everything?
Yeah.
Let me be here to work with you, and also, if you have to hire a nanny or a sitter, can't just take them to a family member, but get someone here so that you won't have all of this on you and it's weighing you down because you're doing a lot, expending a lot of energy. And then especially if we're not eating properly, taking in the right kind of exercise or eat nutritionally, that's going to drain you. Mentally, you're thinking about all these things you got to do without having, you know, a solid plan and be able to delegate, like we said earlier, to delegate some things.
Right.
You know, a lot of times we can have a whole village around us and don't go to nobody
Absolutely.
and ask for any kind of help because our pride or guilt, shame, whatever, you know, these negative energies that come and cause you to just stay within and not go without and get the support from, you know, the resources that you have available around you.
Okay, so guess what? It's 7:30, so we are at the halfway mark. Thank you, Sonia. Hi, Betty. Hey, Lanisa.
Hi, Lanisa.
So the question, Lanisa, is we're talking about knowing your role in your relationship.
Hi, guys.
So we've been sharing some things that we came across about roles in relationship, and one was that you're to sacrifice, you know, make sacrifices for your partner, and also learning how to delegate, not taking on too much responsibility just on yourself. And how about using the options, the resources that you have around you? A lot of times we think that we got to do it all ourselves. Hey, Denario. Hi, Sharon. Hey, Tara. And hi, Mom.
Hi, Mama.
Okay, and Sharon says, my role is to be supportive, and I'm the go-to person when things either are going good or bad. I stay neutral. Yeah, it's important to try and stay neutral. Sometimes, depending on what is going on, we want to be that that rah-rah person, and sometimes the
rah-rah ain't there.
Right, the rah-rah isn't there. And sometimes we have to, you know, it's hard to help people to own their stuff.
Take responsibility.
Take responsibility. You know, it's hard to tell somebody, now you know that wasn't right. You know that was rude. I had a situation where, and I had to thank my cousin. She was honest and really said that the person was out of line, or that the way they came across was rude. And I appreciated that, because in the past I would have sugarcoated it. It's hard to tell people the truth at times.
Yeah.
So yes. So now we are open for.
I want to talk about the role of.
But we gotta check in with
And I
our
got one more
callers.
comment right here.
Okay, let's check in with our callers. Hey, Myron, before we move on and read the next comment or we're sharing. So callers, the floor is yours. Well, they're quiet.
Be quiet. I still thank you for your energy.
Yes, so glad you're
You
here.
do.
Don't that be.
Okay, so what did Jay wait? Jay
Let me see.
Jay
Nicole.
Nicole.
I think in any relationship, it is never to make any permanent decisions on temporary feelings.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Yes.
It really
Wow.
is.
Yes, Jay, I agree.
Wow, that's deep.
Yes.
Because we do as women, we fly off the handle. Anything might come out our mouth.
Well,
So
not
it's
all of
like-
us.
No, not some women.
Some women.
They don't do it that way. It's not they didn't mean it at that particular time, but it's that feeling that comes up, and then the words come out. So,
And I'm glad you brought that up, because I learned that very early in my relationships, that I didn't want to say something out of anger that one was just trying to hurt somebody's feelings.
Yes.
Because once you cut with your words, you can't take them back.
No.
I don't care if you apologize or not. Those words, for some reason, they dig real deep down into a cellular level.
Mm.
And it's hard to heal from that. So yes, our words have power, and we should use our words very, very carefully. So
and Jay was also saying that we need outlets,
yes.
men and women.
Yes.
Yes.
Get those outlets and do something,
Yes.
with it. Either you can do it together or you can do it separated from one another.
Mhm.
Those date night does not just mean husband and wife.
That's
go hang
true.
out with your girls, and the guys can go hang out with some people, with it. But as long as you get the outlet.
Yes.
Well,
I like
Go ahead, Doc.
I like what Dr. Tony Evans shared on the video. It said that love in the Bible represents the sacrifice you make for the betterment of someone else.
Wow.
Now that's love.
That's
Mhm.
love.
That's
love.
love.
I particularly like the role of what we think, and if it is our business to define the role of a man. I know what we want in a man,
Mhm.
but should we define what he should do?
Well, okay, so you have expectations.
Yeah.
But as you're getting to know someone, you determine by the conversation and by their actions whether or not they'll be able to fulfill what you need
Yeah.
as in a partner.
Yeah, but
So it's not that you tell them, or I know I've heard, I remember being told that you have to train your man. I'm like,
yeah, that's the word. That's the word.
I don't know about training, but you have to help, you get to know each other's ways and what makes
Mhm.
each other tick.
Yeah.
But let's
How
go
you
a little
work
deeper
together.
than that. We woman, you're not a man. This is not
But
what
that's
man
that's insulting.
yeah.
That's what
And
hurts
this is
somebody.
all that's what I mean. We're defining and we're telling that man that what he's doing is not manly. We are actually, when we do that, we're taking our man, their manhood away from them, because we don't know our role. Our role is to lift them up, whether there is a friend, a neighbor, a boyfriend, a father, a brother. Is to lift all men up and not chop them up into pieces by telling them what they're doing is not a man.
Okay, so that's getting back to the core of why we have the Love Healing Room, is to make sure that we're reminding ourselves and everybody else the importance of love being the guiding force in the things that you do.
Yes.
So when you say you love somebody or you love yourself, you're not going to try and bring somebody down.
My cousin in
Yeah,
Atlanta
her
is
person,
saying amen.
It was one of the.
Yeah.
I was listening to it was a husband and wife team, and they were saying a lot of things, but the core thing for me, it was saying, and I don't know if this is true or not, don't treat your boyfriend, girlfriend like a husband or wife.
Oh yes.
Mhm.
That
Yeah.
being the wife or the husband is a privilege
Yes.
role in someone's life. Out of everything else that they said, that was the part that stuck to me, because we cross them and we get them mixed up.
Yeah.
I had that
I've done
conversation
that.
with my daughter too.
I have done that when I was younger, and as I matured, I just saw it from a whole different light. They're not the same roles. The boyfriend is not they're two different things.
Hi, Nikita. She waited. Nikita.
J. Nicole, tell your mother I said hello and for her to call me. I'm so glad that you put that on there, because I was trying to remember J. Nicole. No. But it's my best friend when we were growing up. And we kept in contact, with one another. Matter of fact, our sons, we were godmothers to each one of our sons.
Oh, wonderful. Hey, Myron.
Hey, my.
Okay, so we got to check in with our callers, because we've been talking for a minute. We didn't forget about you. We are so grateful that you're here in the Love Healing Room, and we want to hear what you have to share. It's open forum, or we can continue the conversation around knowing your role in your relationship.
What did she say? I can't see.
Let's make sure to call it in. She says her role is to be supportive, and she's the go-to person when things are either good or bad. That's when you talked about trying to stay neutral.
Yeah.
She said the same thing.
That support is a big role.
Well, I found that I've been accused of straddling the fence too much, and sometimes people want you to take their side, and it's okay for you to be on that side by yourself. You know, it's okay. You don't need somebody to always take your side. We don't have to agree on the same things in order for me to love you and support you. Is that, I mean, am I way off base with that? Because I can't agree with you if I don't agree with you. But I can still love you and support you and maybe understand where you're coming from, even if I don't agree.
And support them in a way, by way of listening,
Yes.
you know, and, you know, being a sounding board, you know, but not enabling
Right.
or anything like that, but just to say, I hear you.
Right.
I'm listening.
Right.
I
Right.
understand.
Right. Right.
You know?
Right. I understand where you're coming from. However, did you think about it from this perspective, or, you know, is it possible? I've gotten to the point where now I say, is it possible? And sometimes people are not, depending on where they are emotionally, they're not ready to accept anything other than an agreement. And that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
The thought came to me, depending on the side, whose side that it is, reverse those roles. And see, however you may be reacting, let that person play it out so that you're able to see how you act.
Oh, that's true.
And they can't, because a lot of times we can't see what we're
What
doing,
we're doing.
what
Can't see
we're
the picture
doing.
when you're in the
But
frame.
if you reverse that role and play it out and just
Right.
see how it comes to be, you will see things totally
Mhm.
different, and you won't ask somebody to be in agreement with you because that wasn't right.
But you know, I find sometimes people, I mean, no matter how clear you make it to them, they just want to stand where they are
That's true.
and don't even want to
With
see it.
them.
Can be just as
That's
clear
true.
as that butterfly on the wall,
That's true.
and they won't see it at all.
Yeah.
But you know, we
That's
can still stand there in love with you
Mhm.
and let you know you you just not getting it, but it's fine.
This when we don't know our role in whatever relationship it is, that is a recipe for disaster. It won't last
Well,
because everybody start doing their own thing and protecting themselves and not pleasing each other and not supporting each other when you don't know your role, because you kind of overlap. And when you start overlapping, you're not synchronizing, and things get too chaotic. Sometimes you have to, as you say, sometimes you have to back up and let it be.
Yep.
You don't need all the time to have an opinion or to help somebody. Just back up and let them figure it out. And when they come to you, say, okay, this is what I have.
It's
Because-
hard.
Yeah, because when you put bust in,
Ooh, okay. Sharon said, "Why buy the cow when he can get the milk for free?"
Okay.
That's really
That
old
has
school.
been- yes,
That's
that's been
old
around
school.
for a long, long time.
Yes, yes. And I think to a certain degree, it's still true. It's still true. And I played wife
Oh,
too
yeah.
many times. I did. And you give your heart thinking that the relationship is going to go a certain way, and as soon as you realize it's not, that's when you need to make a decision.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yes.
so that's why the statement, know the difference of a boyfriend,
Yes.
And a husband.
a fiance.
Mhm. Oh, we haven't had that conversation yet.
Know the difference between each of those categories.
Well, this is why knowing your role too.
Yeah.
Because if I know that I'm just the weekend chick, what does that mean? And because we're talking about loving yourself, what does that mean?
Does the weekend
Are
chick
you-
mean that you're not loving yourself?
What does that mean
If
for
you're
you?
not happy with
If you're
doing
not
it,
happy with it,
some people are
Happy
happy with
with
doing
it.
it, then that's good. But if
Right.
you're doing it and it's not
you're
serving you,
settling.
and you're settling, you're not happy in that, you really are feeling real yucky.
And if
No.
you are expecting it to, move into something more serious, that is a recipe for disaster.
What role are you expecting? And what role do you have? And what role are you willing to play? Where do you stand in any of your relationship? And look at these relationships that you have and define yourself in those relationships. What role do you have?
Right.
Did you give yourself a role? Did you accept a role? Because sometimes the role is given to you. As you don't like it, but it's given to you, like the weekend chick role, and you just roll with it. Sometimes, not all good sex is good sex.
Amen.
Especially when our get up is everything is not working out right.
You're not feeling good.
And you're not feeling good.
That's what it's about.
Even after everything is over with, it's just like,
Well,
okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
back to
When you come
reality.
to your senses and realize that,
right,
this is not what you were
right.
expecting it to be.
Sometimes you have to step back from the rocky road, world kind of love, and see the reality of it. So what role do you play? What role do you want to play in any relationship? Even a relationship with your sisters, with your siblings, with your kids, with your husbands or wives, with your co-workers. What role do you want to play? Because sometimes you have to be a little salty to get your co-workers and to understand that this is how it's going to be.
Well, it's not about being salty. It's about standing in who you are.
Right.
Your
Standing
truth.
in your truth.
And it's you setting boundaries. That's the
Yes.
same thing, regardless, because we had that talk before. We all, even when you're knowing your role, you still have to set boundaries in those roles. But if you don't express it, then how is the other person? They can't read your mind.
Right.
As good as you are, when I'm a good
Which
psychic,
they could.
but you have to express it. There's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that. Express yourself. It's not just your husband and your wife. You got kids, you got sisters, you got brothers, co-workers. All I'm saying is know your role and the parts that you have to play, because you're still responsible for whatever that role is. And if it don't turn out to be the way that you want it to be, then you might have to look in the mirror. If I had one, I gotta look at me.
That's right.
I gotta look at me.
Right. But check in with the callers.
I didn't say a word.
You were about to say something.
No.
You know you were.
We gotta watch you, Joe.
We
Don't
gotta
even try it. She was like, okay, callers, floor is yours. We sent a mouthful.
enough for you to think about.
Lanisa says some women are raised to be such a strong woman that when they are in a relationship, they take the role as the leader. And many times that translates to treating their man like their son by leading him instead of their man, or allowing him to lead. We can be powerful women, but we must remember our role is the helpmate, not the lead mate. Amen.
Yes.
Amen. Yes, I totally agree. Yes, Alicia said that's right. Yes. Expressing yourself is a great thing, but always remember that it's not always about what you say, but how you say it. It's always about how you say it. Always. And that's why I said words can cut really, really deep. It's important that you temper your words to how you want to be treated. If you want people to be loving and considerate of you, are you being loving and considerate of them? Because isn't that what you've been saying for the last 5 weeks?
Treat people how you want to be treated.
Yes.
And I also think about the scripture that talks about being a listener and talking less, because sometimes we're not even taking the time to listen and hear what the person is saying, because we're so busy, talking and, like Terry said, some people just blow off the handle, or, over talking you. That means you're not listening if you're talking, over someone. So, and you're not really caring to hear, but that's very important.
Right.
And something I'm learning to practice is to be a good listener.
I agree. Did we check in with our callers?
Yes.
For a second. Okay, for a second. But let's do it again, because we're getting close to the end of our hour.
And time just goes.
We gotta do more on this.
So, beautiful butterflies, the floor is yours. We know that you're there, and we feel your energy, and we're glad that you took time out of your busy Wednesday to be with us in the Love Healing Room. Speak up, speak up.
Give them my number.
Oh, any of our Facebook family, if you want to call in, you can dial 248-289-5882. Again, that's area code 248-289-5882.
And you can be anonymous. You don't have to say your name.
Right.
And we have the Love Healing Room.
There's no reason.
.com. No, Love Healing Room at Gmail.
That's the email. And we have the website.
Healingroom.com. Okay, so I was right. I was right.
Yes.
I'm getting a little bit better with this.
Yes.
There's no reason for you to be in pain, to be angry, to be sorry, to be depressed by yourself. There's help out there.
Yes.
We are offering our services. We are kind and lovely and googly and bubbly people, and we will listen. And if not, is your pastor, somebody's out there who's don't stay in pain. That is not loving yourself. Don't be in pain. Don't stay and cry. When you think that something the world is closing in on you and you're alone dealing with it, no. There's thousands of people handling the same situation.
Absolutely.
Reach out to somebody for help. Reach out.
Absolutely. Thank you, Joanne. That's our public service announcement. Hey, Chris. All right. Okay, so we're almost at the end of our hour this beautiful Wednesday. And we've been talking about knowing your role in your relationship and talking about, let's see here, sacrificing. We talked about setting boundaries. We talked about delegating so that you're not taking on all of the responsibility yourself. We talked about, setting up your own definition of what role you and your partner play together. And let's see here. What else? I missed something.
Working together. It's a work in progress.
Yes.
Relationship is a work always. There's never a stop and a breathe time. It's always a work in progress. Something is like a friendship. If I don't work at my friendship with these ladies, we'll be bickering. It's a work in progress. Friendship is like a marriage.
Yes.
You have to work at it and keep on improving at it and allowing everybody here know the role and knowing and keep staying in our space, in our square, and not overlapping each other.
So even if we overlap, it's still coming from a place of love.
Right.
We can agree and we can disagree, but we can still love and respect one another and support one another. So
find out where you stand in your relationship, in all of your relationships. Find out what it is you want from your husband and what your husband is there for. What he's there for. What he's given to you. Not financially. I'm talking about emotionally, spiritually. What is he given to you and mentally? Because after that paycheck is done, that man is still there. And that is the time when you need him.
But guess what? You have control over you. So self-reflection is key. I agree. We need to, pay attention to what our husband or what our significant others is providing for us. But what are you bringing? What are you providing in the relationship? That's all of your relationships. What are you bringing to the relationship? That is so key.
Yes. Don't be an energy sucker. Sucking energy. Don't suck people's energy.
But there are some people that are just, if you allow them.
But that's a habit. I mean, it takes a lot to look in the mirror and realize that, wow, maybe I am a Debbie Downer. Wow, maybe I am a angry Alice. Oh, wow, maybe I am a
Killjoy. No.
Step on the party type sister.
Yeah.
But you can, it's once you recognize that you have some of these habits, you can immediately change them and replace them
Yes.
with love.
Try love.
Yes.
Try love.
Yes.
I try no more singing voice on Facebook. Try love. Yeah.
I'll read that
Okay,
that
we
poem
have-
next week. That poem. Gotta read because it's really, it is really, really good.
Good. And speaking of next week, I don't have my notebook with me, so. Okay. Well, we're gonna go quiet because thank you for the hearts. Thank you. We want to hear from our beautiful silent butterflies and Facebook. We love you. We thank you for your comments and for you sharing and for chiming in.
Hi, Latina.
Hi, Latina.
I haven't seen you a couple of days. Love. Mwah.
So the call is open before we get ready to say goodnight. If you have anything else that's on your mind or on your heart that you want to share, we'd love to support you. Thank you. All right. Silent butterflies, we love all of you. We are so grateful that you all
Yes.
are here with us in the
Yes.
Love Healing
Thank
Room.
you.
Yes, thank
And we've
you.
been getting some awesome feedback. People are saying that they love what we're doing because the premise here is to have a space of positivity. We got enough drama. We have enough hating on one another going on. We got enough angry people out there. We need to be spreading love. So,
And
yes.
we are here.
And it may be sounding a little wishy-washy, but it works. It works.
It's sincere.
Love works.
It's sincere, and people are seeing that, and
Love
I'm
works.
so
They're
grateful.
feeling that.
They're
Yeah.
feeling it.
And
Yes.
It's like laughing. Love works. And if you just laugh, watch how funny your laugh will sound to you, and you will continue laughing.
Yes.
Love works. There's nobody can tell me that they show love and it backfired. on them.
Absolutely.
Love
Some
I
people
wish I could
think
share
so,
this
though.
story.
So I hear
I don't
so
think we have
many
enough
people
time.
say, you know, this is what happens when you're nice.
Mm.
They think they get hurt
No.
when you're being nice
No.
and you're showing love.
When you show love and expect some, what's the word? Some brownie points after, that's when it backfires. When you show love and give it freely, God gives his love freely. He don't expect nothing from us. When you send it out there and just let it go out, then it works. But when every time you show love and you smile at somebody, it's like walking down the street and you say good morning and the person says, oh, that person said good morning. Just say morning because you feeling good. And you say good morning, not caring what that person will give back. Give it. Just give it. Don't expect anything. And watch what you get back when you're not expecting that person to
It
say
may not be,
anything.
because it may not be from that person
Yeah.
that you may be speaking to. You might come up in another particular way. But I had a friend of mine, somebody came to our job, they dropped him off and he didn't have any money, or he needed a money order. And one of my coworkers gave them her car to go 15-20 minutes away to get a money order. He brought the car back to her and he wanted to give her some money. A couple of
Love
hundred.
works.
Wow.
And she says, no, I don't want that. She said, I did that out of the goodness of my heart. She said, what I want you to do is pay it forward to someone else. And I thought that was so beautiful.
Hi,
So
Melanie.
beautiful.
This is my cousin in Tobago.
Hi. We're
Okay.
international people. We're all the way
Yes.
over in
Tobago.
Tobago.
Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay, we have probably 2.5 minutes left. Aw. Let's say goodnight. So any final shares? Oh, that was almost a
A
final
shift.
share. Love bugs, call is open. They're still quiet. All right.
Thank you, Facebook. You
Yes.
have been awesome. You got our back. You support us so nice.
And
We appreciate you.
that.
Yes. You bring us here every Wednesday, and our callers, you bring us here Wednesdays, every Wednesdays, and these beautiful comments. Thank you. We are improving by your comments. We love you.
Growing in love.
Yeah.
What was that?
Love. Do the babies.
Yes. Okay, let's see here. Thank you, Tess. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love you all. Okay, so we hope that you enjoyed our time together and that you gleaned some positive, inspiring words.
Yes.
And maybe we just planted a seed for you to think about, revisit, knowing your role in your love relationships, in your working relationships, in your friend relationships, just wherever you go. Know your role. So stand in your power. Love yourself first. That's the first love, the best love, the most important love is to know and love yourself and express that. Stand strong in that.
Yeah, know what you want.
Yes. So be sure to join us here next week, same time, same intention, to be open to give and receive love. Take that and share it with the world. Remember, you are the Love Healing Room. We are the Love Healing Room.
Wherever you go.
Yes, wherever you go. So let's see here. You got it?
I was trying to get the heart thing.
Love Healing Room. If you could see it.
Good job, Joe.
All right, so thank you.
Good
Thank
night.
you, guys.
Good
Good night. Love you. Namaste.
Yes,
Namaste.
Bye.